Hey everybody, this is Ms. Jackson Smith for 2nd grade math. For math today we're actually doing two videos. And so in this video we're going to be working on multiplication, addition, and then we're going to see how we solve that problem from yesterday with arrays. And then in the next video, so in part 2, we're going to be starting new work on coins. So get excited about that. For this video you're going to need a pencil or something to write with and a piece of paper to do some addition and some multiplication. So pause the video right now, and when you're ready to go, press play. All right, great, let's get started. So this week we've been working on multiplication, and the big thing we think about when we see multiplication is that we know we're dealing with equal groups. And so this expression right here tells us how many groups. So it's 3 groups of, and then how many are in each group. So 3 groups of 2. We've been working on multiplying by 0 and by 1, and then yesterday we started working on multiplying by 5. So our first thing we're going to work on today is we're just going to keep practicing multiplying by 5, and I know that when I multiply by 5, even if the 5 is in one place or another place, if it's first or if it's the second factor, we can skip count by 5s to find the total or the product. So in this first one, I'm just going to show you how I think about it, and then we're going to try these ones on your own. 3 times 5 equals something. We don't know yet. Well, 3 times 5, if I read that in words, it says 3 groups of 5. So I know that I could skip count by 5s 3 times, or I could draw equal groups. Let's try it the skip counting way. So 3 groups of 5, I would draw 3 lines for 3 5s. And so 5, 10, 15. So my total is 15. Take a look right there, and then when I say go ahead and get started on these 6 multiplication problems on the bottom. Ready, set, go. Okay, pause the video. I'm going to trust that you went ahead and did those, and now I'm going to show you how to do it on your own. All right, here we go. 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3, 15. And 5 times 4 is 20. All right, give yourselves a smiley face or write a check mark next to those if you got them right, and let's move on to something new. We're going to start multiplying by 10s today. And it's kind of similar to multiplying by 5s because when I multiply by 10s, I count by 10. Just like when I multiply by 5s, I count by 5. And you guys, if you know how to skip count by 10s, multiplying by 10s is going to be super easy. So let me show you what I mean. This says 4 times 10. So if I wanted to draw equal groups for 4 times 10, I would draw 4 groups with 10 in each group. So here we go. I'm going to draw 4 groups. And it would take a super long time to draw out 10 little dots in each one. So instead I'm going to use quick 10s. If you remember quick 10s from first grade, quick 10s just stand for 10 ones. So here's one group of 10. We could imagine those 10 little dots on that line. Another group of 10, another group of 10, another group of 10. All right? So I'm going to skip count by 10s now underneath. 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4 times 10 is 40. I want you to pause the video and go ahead and try all of these times 10 problems on the bottom. There's a couple in there to trick you that are multiplying by 1s and by 0s, so I wonder if you're going to find them. Go ahead and get started. All right, I'm going to trust that you did those on your own, and I'm going to really quick show you the answers, and then we're going to move on to some addition and subtraction. Give yourself a smiley face or a check mark if you got them, and if not, no worries, we're going to try this again tomorrow. 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 2 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30. 10 times 10, if I have 10 10s, I can bundle them and make 100. So 10 times 10 is 100. 1 times 10, that just stays the same. It's 10 because we're multiplying by 1. 10 times 6 is 60. 10 times 0 is 0. Don't get tricked. Anything times 0 is 0. And then 7 times 10 is 70. If you want to, and you're from Oberlin, we sometimes count up how many that we got, and we can write that number up here, so you can go ahead and count how many you got right, and then we're going to move on to some addition and subtraction. All right, don't make me sing this by myself. I need your loud and proud voice. Here we go. Add, add it up. 9 or less, let it rest. 10 or more, go next door. And don't forget about our subtraction song. Here we go. Take it away, take it away, take it away now. More on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door. Take 1, 10, that's 10 ones more. All right, now it's your turn. We've got 3 problems for you to work on today. Some of them are addition and some of them are subtraction, so make sure that you look at which operation each problem is using. All right, go ahead and pause the video. Try these on your own. All right, I'm going to trust you that you did those on your own, and now I'm going to show you how I would do them. First one, when I circle this, it tells me that we're subtracting, so we're taking away. 4 minus 1, more on the top, no need to stop. We've got 4 minus 1 is 3, 5 minus 2 is 3, 6 minus 3 is 3. Whoa, 654 minus 321 is 333. All right, let's do the next one. I'm going to circle that operation. I know that it's subtracting. 2 minus 4, there is more on the floor, so I need to go next door and take 1 10. So now there's 0 10s, and 10 plus 2 is 12 ones. Okay, now I've got more on the top. 12 minus 4 is 8, and then 0 minus 8, now I have more on the floor, so I need to go next door again. So let's see. 1 less 100, that's 1, and 10 tens. So 10 tens minus 8 tens is 2 tens, and then 1 minus nothing is just 1. All right, time for our last one. I'm going to circle my operation, and I see that we're adding this time, so we're putting those numbers together. In the ones place, we've got 2 plus 9, that's 11, and I know there's a sneaky 10 hiding in there. It's 1 10 and 1 1. So I'm going to put 1 10, 1 1, and write it just like that. Now in my tens place, I've got 7 plus 9 plus 1, that little sneaky 10, right? So I can in my mind think that 1 plus 9 is just 10. That's easy. And then if I put 7 with 10, that's 17. So I've got 7 ones and 1 10. Now I've got, 7 tens and 100. And then I've got 5 plus 1 plus 1 more 100. That is 7 hundredths. So my answer is 771. All right, you guys did a lovely job. The last thing in this video is checking in with that problem that we started yesterday. So in that problem, we were working on an equal groups problem where Miss JS had 3 boxes of crayons with 4 crayons in each box. Then Miss Szymanski gave her 1 more box of crayons, and so we were going to use arrays to find the total number of crayons. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw an array to show the first part of the problem, just those 3 boxes that I started off with. So if there's 3 boxes and we hear that word each, we know it's equal groups, and there's 4 crayons in each box, 3 boxes. So I'm going to draw a row to show my first box of crayons. So there's going to be 4 crayons in that row because there's 4 crayons in each box. So my first row has 1, 2, 3, 4 crayons, but I know that there's 3 boxes, so I'm going to need to make sure there's 3 rows. So there's 4 in the next box, and 4 in that box. All right? I'm all done there, and so that's how many I started with. But then it says in the problem that Miss Szymanski gave me another box of crayons, right? I know that from the beginning of the problem it said that there's 4 crayons in each box, so that means Miss Szymanski gave me 1 more group of 4 crayons. So just to show that it's different, I'm going to draw this one in X's. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so this picture shows me that I started with this many crayons, and then she gave me this many. And so now I need to find out my total. Let's use repeated addition to find that total, all right? I've got 4 in the first row, plus 4 in the next row, plus 4 in the next row, plus 4 in the last row. And those were those 4 extra crayons from Miss Szymanski. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Another 4 plus 4 is 8. And that's another doubles fact. 8 plus 8 is 16. So Miss JS ends up with 16 crayons. that's all I have for this video, but go to the next part to learn a little bit about coins. I'll see you guys in a second.